Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, it's a lot.
I'll be right
See
there.
if we got some people. How's it going? How's everybody? We're running a little behind. But it is July 3rd, 4 o'clock. This is Musings with Stephanie and Maria. I'm Maria. That's next.
Hi.
I am the Chief Archivist at City Museum, Chief Archivist and Tours Manager.
Hold on, let me check. Let's see how our sound is.
Yeah, it's a good idea. This is my IT guy and husband. Hello! Oh, we got some people. Hello, people. Hello! Alright. So today... You good? Alright. So today we're going to look at some items that we've acquired over this week. And then we're also going to look at some photos of the museum, some really early photos that we also got.
It's Friday, Bridget.
It's Friday! Hi, Bridget. So let's get started since we're already kind of behind. So a woman named April got in touch. She was going through her house that she had just bought. They were remodeling, and she found in the attic, she found a big box, and it just had a Caldwell General Company listed on there, and then an address. And the address, she Googled it, and was the City Museum address. So the City Museum used to have a lot of different tenants inside the building. We're not sure when this came from. It's going to require a little more digging on my part. But in the box, there were it's probably close to 100 metal dies. So the 701 North 15th started out as a shipping and I think heel factory for International Shoe. And it's been, right? It's been a couple, it's had a lot of different tenants over the years. So we don't know exactly when this came from, but inside these big boxes were these little tiny boxes of these metal dies. So there we go. And they were all different shapes. So this one, diamond, this guy. So what these would do is, thank you. So what you would do is take these and attach them. I talked to one of the crew, Leaf, and
One of the crew
leaves, and you would put. So you would take these and put them on top of leather because they're really sharp. You put them on top of leather, and then clicker press. You press down, and it's sort of like really big die cut machines. If you're into scrapbooking, I worked at Michael's for a minute. You know all about die cuts. But so there were some normal. A lot of them were rectangles and squares. Some of them, were like these cool different shapes. And then we got some extra cool ones.
They're really cool.
Yeah, we got some extra cool ones. This is four-leaf clover. And this was the very last box I unpacked. It was a house. I don't know a whole lot about where these came from or what they were used for. If anyone has any information about, I believe the address that it was addressed to with our with the museum address was Caldwell General Company. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. And this one's my favorite though. This one just says no good on it, which I'm putting on my wall in the office. But we're not quite sure what we're going to do with these yet. Right now they're in one of the storage spaces over here. And I'm excited. For those of you just joining us, so these are something that we acquired this week. Figured that was appropriate for a From the Archives episode. And then we also, the other part that's super exciting, your aunt,
Cindy.
His Aunt Cindy, who
My
is
Aunt Cindy.
Bob's sister. Bob and Gail Castley were his parents, and she was Bob's older sister, or older or younger?
Younger.
Younger, sorry. Uh, so she was going through some things, which I'm sure a lot of you have been doing since we've had time, since we've been at home. And she found a photo album. So we've been digitizing them. My ex-husband, I've been watching him. And so we're going to show you a couple of photos of really early City Museum.
Many?
How many?
Photos.
I don't know, like 9 or 10?
Oh, cool.
There's a bunch more. But yeah, so here, we'll switch over those. And yeah, if you have any questions, Max
There's no questions yet.
supposed to be telling me when he gets them. If not, I'll double check them later, try and answer them for you. So yeah, these are sent. Izzy and Cindy mailed us an album of these, so this is the first little installment here. So let me switch over. Here, let's go back. All right, give me one second.
I got it.
Okay. There we go.
We can start with this one.
Yeah, that's I think the first one. All right. A-okay. All right, so what floor was this on? Do you know?
It's the 10th floor.
This looks like the 10th floor?
On the other building across the street.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, yeah, when Bob and Gail originally bought this property, they bought both buildings. If any of you are from around St. Louis, it's now the Last Hotel. So those were both owned by the Castleys in City Museum, more or less. So this is, and you can kind of tell this is the different building because the columns in City Museum are all round. But this is from the front building, so the one on Washington.
Those are wood.
And
no, they're metal on the inside, but it's wood.
Nice. And this was the first building, Last Hotel, was the headquarters for International Shoe, I believe, in St. Louis. And then that was built in the late 18 or early 1900s. And then this building that the museum's in was built afterwards, and it's finished in the 1930s as their shipping center. Let's see. Next. Here we go. Ooh, this one's cool. So go back. Go back! Well, first of all, that's Tim. So this one is a super, super early. This is when they were building the frame for the whale. So this is on the first floor. Yeah, you can kind of see them building the outline, the frame for it. There's not a whole lot else on the first floor. I believe it was kind of inspired by like sort of this bent I-beam that they came in, so they used that as the.
I think they pushed the rock in with the I-beam.
Oh, and then it bent?
Yeah.
What rock? The big square one?
Yeah.
Oh, the giant granite square. That's awesome. Yeah, and then it bent, so they're like, oh, whale.
It's a really cool shot.
As you do. Yeah, I love that. I have never seen this picture. I've never seen anything that early of the whale.
I can't wait to project that right back onto the spot that it is.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Take a look and see it.
Oh, no, everybody's being really boring. Thanks for not commenting. This makes this go by much faster.
He's so sassy. All right. That is, I don't think your cousin's watching, is it?
He's not.
So we'll tag him in this later. So that's his cousin Tim, who's Cindy's son.
He's a top fan.
He is a top fan of the museum. Inside the framework for the whale. I like how everyone in the 90s had that haircut, by the way.
Oh, yeah. He just put a bowl on his head.
Yeah.
Cut around.
So this is a little bit later on with the whale. One of the really cool things about this picture is that you can see in the bottom right, there's the model for the whale. We do still have that model. It's one of the few that we have from the early days. That's up on the third floor, and Max and I are working on a different installation to kind of show that off a little bit more. But yeah, that was a really cool early photo.
That's really cool.
Of it. Yeah, I really like that one a lot. It's a really cool shot, too.
Good job, Cindy.
Good job, Cindy. I'm hitting too many buttons at one time.
Ooh, who's that handsome devil?
That's
James? Whoa.
I know.
Oh, that was cold, Maria.
I know. Okay, there we go. So
the truth is out. I actually built all of City Museum.
So that's Max in the front.
This is some
and then Tim's,
Walter Keane, like, Is that his name? Yeah, my dad was just a really exaggerated. I was actually, I'm not joking. Nobody believes me.
So that's Max up front, and then his cousin James, Tim's brother, on the working on the whale. And then I think in the front part, looks like a big wheelbarrow full of concrete.
Yep.
Nice.
They had me doing the not hard work. That's
Yeah.
for sure. And that's the finished product.
Yeah, that's the whale finished. You can see that there's not, the mosaics were added later. This, I think we figured out there was a date on the back of the photo that it was a few months before that opened. So you can see the Discovery Zone tunnels up in the ceiling. This is before they had all the like parachute material up top of the fabric. But you can also see in the very back, there's looks like the stingrays hanging up in the back.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Now it's been swimming away for a while.
Yeah.
Just not facing anything.
Alright. This is Bob's mother, Judy. She's gonna be 93 this year, 92 this year.
Yeah.
I cannot get people's ages right today. So yeah, she and her husband, Bob Senior.
I'd like to point out something.
I don't think you can see. Oh, there you go.
It's not my grandma. It's the dinner plate in the middle of the eye of this fish.
Which we didn't realize was a dinner plate until we started looking at these. We're like, oh wait, I know what that is.
Yeah. So anything can be an inspiration for an eye of a fish. You can always watch an Ogden.
This is a close-up of Bob working on the fish. Yeah, that's when we were like, that's definitely a plate.
That's definitely a plate.
But I like all the painting on those rollers have been painted several times over the years. And those rollers are original to the building. Those were from the conveyor belts. It was I think I was reading it was like the whole conveyor belt system was like a mile long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we had plenty to choose from.
Actually, a lot of them have been taken out, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. I think that was part of it. One, people, like, I think it seems like your parents wanted to use, like, unusual materials and stuff like that, but also I think part of it was just cost.
Yeah.
So
you had to use what was around.
Yeah, you just used everything that was around.
If you had a lot of one thing, then
Yeah.
you definitely used it, even if it was not really that cool.
Yeah, and you get enough of something, then
It's really cool.
yeah, then it's fine. Then it's impressive. Then it's a collection of things instead of just stuff. So this is sculpting on the inside. It looks like of the aquarium on the first floor. I like how your dad's sculpting in a polo shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
There's Bob and his mother on the stairs.
By the way, that's where she definitely took to being there and introducing herself to the City Museum and the family. Or
Yeah.
she would stand at the front door.
She was sort of our unofficial greeter for a while
Oh,
too.
yeah, very much so.
And she would always she would bring cookies during the holidays and stuff. It was awesome.
There was actually Bridget said the rollers were featured on an early edition of a STL phone book. That was like
Oh, nice.
our biggest ad for like
at the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It even worked now that I've mentioned it now. You know. So.
Yeah, clearly it made an impression.
Remember
so money
phone
well
books?
spent. Yeah, remember what phone books were? And I think this might be the last one. This is your mom and dad, Bob and Gail, working on the mosaic columns.
That says Lizard Lounge.
That does say Lizard Lounge. I just noticed that just now. It definitely says Lizard Lounge.
Yeah,
Is that up there still?
It was a bread company, and I don't know. I think they redid that column just because over the years they redo everything here.
Yeah, I think that's one of the cool things about the mosaics too, is that they've been redone several times. A lot of the different pieces, which we just kind of look at as an opportunity to try out some new designs and things like that. But yeah, so it was originally a bread company, where Sandwiches is now. But all right, I think that's the last one. Looks like it might be. Should we switch back?
Let's do it.
Switch back to us. Hello again. So,
My new mask. Get better.
I also forgot it was Friday, Bridget. All right. So, yeah, I think that's all. Is that all we had for today?
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, yeah, we'll do that later. We'll save that for another episode. You'll have to tune back in. We always like sharing these photos with you. Definitely come visit us. We're open. We'd love to see you guys. And .org. And I think, is that it for today?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone be safe this weekend. Have a wonderful time. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And we'll see you next Friday.